I'm joined in the Good Chef, Bad Chef kitchen by Kirsten from Savour Chocolate and Patisserie School, where you teach the entire world how to make beautiful cakes and pastries and chocolates. And you're going to teach me today, aren't you?
I am, but I think you know it all.
No, I don't. I'm looking at all these ingredients. I know these ingredients, but it's what you do to them that makes them very, very special. And all the little tips that you give people along the way that even I learn stuff about.
Oh, thank you. We're going to be making a berry lemon crumble cake where I'm going to pass you things and then you do all the hard work.
I'm very, very eager to do the hard work because I get to eat the cake at the end, don't I? Now, butter in here?
Yep, so we're going to put butter and they told me you're really good at mixing, so I thought rather than using a mixer, we'll just use Adrian.
I am the human mixing machine. I need to burn off a lot of energy before we get going. So this is, the butter goes in there and it's soft, unsalted butter.
Soften unsalted butter. We're going to really beat that till it's light and creamy. I'm going to really make you work hard, but then I think you can eat more cake.
So I'll just beat that together. Now, what are you looking for once it's nice and smooth?
What actually happens is the sugar threads through the butter, and as it does, it incorporates air. So we want to incorporate as much air as we can, so when we bake it, that air expands and makes the cake nice and light.
Well, I'm just going to keep beating this, and you're going to watch me suffer, and by the time it's ready, you'll tell me, and then we'll continue on with the next bit.
Keep thinking this, you'll get a bigger slice of cake than me.
The bigger the better.
Because I've done no work.
The bigger the better.
Now, I've got some eggs here. This is a really good tip. Put your eggs in some warm water, about body temperature, so between 35 to 40 degrees. When you warm your eggs up before adding them, it's going to stop your cake mixture from separating. So we'll take those out. They're nice and warm.
Now, Kirsten, that's nearly ready. Do we need any more time? Have a look at that.
That looks really good, actually. Done a great job. Ready to go. I'm going to add the eggs in, and I'm going to keep you mixing.
I'll keep mixing. You just add them slowly. Now, because normally, Kirsten, when I add the egg, it always splits. So that's my really important tip. Put it in warm water.
Put it in warm water. It may not stop it splitting, but it'll certainly help to stop it occurring. We're going to add the second egg now, so don't add them both at once.
Pop that in there nice and gently. And these are beautiful free-range eggs that we've got. Mix them around.
We're going to add in some vanilla bean paste.
Not one single bit of splitting, Kirsten. So
brilliant job. I don't know if it's my eggs or your bionic arm.
50-50. Mix that around there. Now, vanilla paste, and as soon as you add the vanilla, I get all these little tiny black spots through there, but the smell is amazing.
It is beautiful. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Beautiful, and I'll stir that around gently so I don't get a big waft of cinnamon up my nose. Stir that around.
And if you don't mind adding a pinch of sea salt.
Pinch of sea, I can do that really, really well. And so I do it chef style. I drop it really high up.
A bit of theatre when you add your salt.
A bit of salt goes in there like that, perfect.
Now I'm going to add in some Buller sour cream. So the sour cream has a culture added to it, which adds a little bit of acidity to the cake.
Nice.
And a little bit of fat, which is going to keep our cake nice and moist.
I was also going to say it's the only culture on this side of the kitchen. In it goes. And that's it. You'll add the whole amount?
Add the whole amount.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
It's really thick as well. That's what you want?
I think most people think of sour cream as well as a savoury application, but I use it all the time in sweet dishes.
This gives you that savour, that sort of little bit of savoury, that bite to it, but still there's plenty of sugar in here to make it nice.
Wow, perfect for a ganache, lots of different things.
Oh, there we go.
Now I've got some baking powder here because we need a little bit of a lift. So to keep the cake nice and moist, we've added in all that butter and the sour cream, but we don't want it to be dense. So to help avoid that, we're adding some baking powder to some plain flour. So I'm going to add that in.
All right, I'll just stop beating while you add it so I don't have flour going everywhere. That's the beauty of using a wooden spoon. When you add flour to a mixer, it just goes everywhere. So that's if you turn it up nice and high. But this is nice and gentle.
Look at that. It's romantic as well, isn't it?
Exactly. We should dim the lights, grab some champagne, maybe some Barry Manilow on. You know, that would work, wouldn't it?
Now, 2 zests of 2 lemons.
Okay. And I'll just keep stirring that in. And lemon is great with this sort of thing. It really gives it some bite and some sharpness.
So we're just going to juice 1 lemon, about 20 mils.
Now, I'll just pour that in there. That's about 1.5 shots and stir that in. Now, that's not going to split the cream or anything, is it?
No.
Nothing splitting with this.
Okay. we're going to stop there.
Okay.
But the next step is our berries.
Okay.
So we're going to add blueberries and raspberries, but you can really add any berries you want. So we've got some plain flour. We're going to mix the berries with the plain flour.
So we just dip it in here like this?
No, let's just mix it all.
I was going to do the one by the time. So
I know
pour,
you were
pour
doing
them in
pastry chef style, but we're doing the
Exactly.
chef style.
Ah, the real style. I like that. So I put the berries, one punnet of berries in there, 1 punnet of raspberries, and about 2 tablespoons of flour.
Yeah.
All right, and then just
Yes, that's it.
okay. That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
And the flour will cook with the batter.
Yeah, and what it does is it makes the berries stick to the batter, and they're not going to go right the way to the bottom.
Hold them in suspension.
Yes.
Okay, in they go. Fold that through.
Yes.
All right. I love that idea. And you've lined this with baking paper already. Do you want me to hold that for you?
That would be great. Now, it is non-stick, but the cake does go a little bit higher than the tin, hence why I've got the baking paper there.
That's the little trick. Always raise the baking paper above the side of the tin just in case, so it doesn't flow over the
And
sides.
I'm going to reach over you there and grab a spatula.
Okay. And you just smooth it all around. Now, normally a cake batter will just sort of smooth itself out, but you like to push it into the sides to make sure it's evenly distributed.
Yes, and to also ensure that we don't get too much of a peak in the centre.
Okay. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
We're not finished because we're going to put a crumble on top.
Oh, it just gets better and
I know,
better.
we've
Okay.
given your shoulder a little bit of a rest, but
ready.
now we're back to it.
I will go through the pain and suffering. So the crumble on top is, I've got flour here.
Yep, plain flour.
In we go. About a cup of plain flour, some brown sugar, this is wholemeal
That's
sugar, by the way.
Demerara. It's got a little bit of molasses in there.
I say it's wholemeal, so it's going to be very, very good for you. So you should
Healthy,
use more
I
of it.
like it.
Really healthy. Butter goes in here as well.
I'm going to reach across you there and grab a little bit of salt.
I was going to say there's not enough salt in here. You need some more. And this is unsalted butter that you use. So you add, as a pastry cook, you add salt as you go when you need it. Now this has come together really quickly and easily.
Now, normally we would freeze that a little bit so it holds up, but I know that you're quite eager to taste the cake.
We're not mucking around. We've got to get into the oven. So you want me to crumble that on top?
Yep.
Just spread it out evenly.
Yes.
Now I've got to be careful because I know how particular you are about these things. So
Do I
have
give
to...
that impression?
No, it's just I can see.
Not like
you-
that. No, I'm only joking.
Oh. I was panicking then. I was just, we have to throw it all out and start again. We're not going to do that. So you just sprinkle it around. I know you're very particular about things, and that's why you're such an amazing pastry cook and chocolatier. There we go, around like that. Is that good?
That's fantastic.
And just spread that out nice and gently. Now this will go in the oven.
In the oven at 165 degrees Celsius for approximately an hour. Now, your patience has been commendable. You've done very well. We've let it cool down.
I'm holding my hands behind my back because I just want to dig into the cake. It looks gorgeous. It smells fantastic as well. And that's the trick, isn't it?
Flipping it out.
Oh, it comes out really easily. The baking paper is the secret. There we go. It just pops out. And I'll grab that tin for you.
Thank you.
Look at that. Fantastic. Now, we could eat it like this, couldn't we?
Upside down. No, that's not going to work for me.
Oh, OK. We've got to flip it over. I'm just telling you, I would eat it upside down or front side up. And oh, look at that. Perfect. Now, I've got some raspberries and some blueberries here, some icing sugar.
Now, do you want to do the honours of the berry decoration?
I'm just scared, so I just start piling it up like this.
That's right.
Can I just grab it like this and we'll just
Yeah, that's the best
freestyle
way
it a
to do
bit? Okay, and some blueberries. And they're okay if they fall off a little bit.
I like that look, actually.
Okay, that rugged sort of rustic.
Rustic finish.
There we go. We've got a whole punnet because they're just gonna go.
I think that looks good. We've got an abundance of those fruits that are actually inside the cake.
Now some mint. I'm gonna pick this mint, but I know you like special things with your mint, don't you?
And I only like the little leaves that are in the very centre.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Icing sugar. Should you do the honours? No one puts icing sugar on a cake like you, Kirsten. That looks fantastic. It looks great.
And this is where we discuss you get the bigger bit because you did all the work.
Well, you can cut a small slice out for yourself and I'll take the rest of it with me. But we'll start off, I'll try and be civilised and just have a small piece. Oh, it looks fantastic. It smells amazing. I'm just going to tuck into it. Nice big spoonful of that. The crumble on top. It is a really nice, light, fluffy cake. It is so delicious. The berries have gone through it. I love the crumble on the top of it. It is sweet, delicious, almost as sweet as you. That is the best cake I've had in a long, long time.
Thank you so much.
See you later.